Hey guys, so Jonathan here. Let's Talk Energy. Alors bonjour tout le monde. J'entends parlons énergie. So I'm here today for this Google Hangout with Christina Pickles, who is the program coordinator for the Alberta Council for Environmental Education. Is also the chair of the Earth Matters Conference. So welcome, Christina. Can you tell us a little bit about what this conference is all about?
Thanks, Jonathan. Yeah, thanks to Let's Talk Energy for letting us share a little bit about this upcoming conference. So the conference is October 15th to 17th in Canmore, and it's called the Earth Matters Conference, and it's a critical conversation about energy and environmental education. So energy is in the tagline of the conference. Energy is, we pulled it out of the big definition of environmental education because we feel that it is an important topic to focus on given current state of the world. So energy is a part of this conference as well. So our definition of environmental education includes all topics, all age groups, whether you work with kids, early childhood to school to adults. So that's our sort of definition of environmental educators. So it includes everyone, whether you work in a museum or you're a teacher in a school. So the conference, as I mentioned, is in Canmore this year. Lovely location. We often get some people coming just because it is a nice spot.
Yeah.
Especially you people from the eastern part of the world.
That is correct.
So this year, our conference has some really great partners involved. So the Global Environmental and Outdoor Education Council is a council of the Alberta Teachers Association, so they're partnering with us for this conference. ECOM, the National Environmental Education Organization, is also a partner. Let's Talk Energy, Green Learning, University of Calgary, and the Canadian Wildlife Federation are all partners in this conference, helping to put it on. So it's an impressive group of partners, and we put together a really great program.
What did you mention? What the dates were?
The 15th to the 17th. So the conference actually starts the evening of the Thursday, but we do have a pre-conference session. There's our organization, the Alberta Council for Environmental Education, has created a document called Curriculum for Sustainable Future, which is what we think kids need to learn about energy and the environment in the K-12 education system. So it's a really fabulous document, and the pre-session on Thursday is all about that and energizing people to get involved in that process of getting the curriculum in Alberta to reflect energy and environmental topics. So that's a really great session, and it's free if you want to attend that as a pre-conference. Even if you're not in Alberta, I think there would be some really great things you could learn from that session as well. So the true conference starts the evening of the Thursday, and we're done on Saturday at around 4:30.
Okay. So can you tell us a little bit about the format of the conference, what it's going to look like?
Yeah, so it is your pretty typical conference. We're going to have our keynotes and then sessions, and we'll get to the sessions in a couple moments here. But our keynotes we're pretty excited about. We've invited the Education Minister in Alberta as well as the Minister of the Environment. They have some, as you know, the government has changed quite recently in Alberta, so we've invited them to speak. We're having youth speak as well about how environmental education has changed their lives and really engaged them in relevant topics and real-world learning. So that's going to be an exciting part of the keynote. The other two keynotes we have is Wade Davis, so he's speaking on Saturday afternoon. So if you're not familiar with him, you should be. Kind of a superstar explorer and resident of the National Geographic, and really passionate Canadian about place and about land, so we're excited to have him. And our other keynote on Friday is Suzanne West, and she's the CEO of Imaginea. It's a company in Calgary, an oil and gas company who's trying to do things quite differently. So we're hoping to learn from her about what they're doing differently when it comes to energy development here in Alberta. So we're quite excited to have those keynotes. And then there are over 70 sessions on a huge range of topics that we're offering. So some of the sessions are short 45-minute sort of snappers. Others are 3 hours where you can really dig into a topic and really connect with the people in the session and learn deeply. So there's a variety, and we hope there's sessions for everyone.
So you guys really are trying to sort of reach out to everyone. There's something for everyone. There's an activity for everyone. This is not the first conference, right? So
yeah.
Who have you seen sort of come to these conferences in the past? What have they been like?
Yeah, so ACE always takes the approach of we put up the big tent and invite everyone in. So I think compared to many conferences, this is fairly unique in that it brings together a wide variety of people and people working in different fields. So quite often a teacher conference will just have teachers at it. You don't get to talk to service providers or other professionals, but at all our conferences we have teachers. We have people who work for the province. We have people who work for municipalities. We have people who work for nonprofits. We have people who work for for-profit companies. So it's a huge range, and so it allows you to connect with very different people that you might not normally get to talk to or get exposure to. So that's one thing that really excites us about this conference. And this year, because of our partnership with ECOM, the National Environmental Education Organization, we do have more of a national focus. So there will be people coming from across the country. So that adds an extra flair to the conference, I suppose. And the partnership with ECOM also brings in more of the academic community.
Okay.
So this is, at this conference compared to the other two we've had, there's some more academic sessions that we're really excited about too, to see what's happening in the academic world when it comes to education and outreach with the environment. So that's who comes. So really, everyone is welcome.
Everyone is welcome. Okay. Wow. That's really neat. So I guess how you said there's over 70 sessions. How do I know which session is right for me? I'm not a teacher. I'm involved in I'm involved in energy education, but how do you think I should go about figuring out what is the best session for me?
So I'll jump to the website, so I'll screen share the program, so I'll show you some ways that we've tagged the session so you can find what you're interested in. And while I do that, because I know it takes a couple minutes for the questions to pop up, can someone tell me a topic you're interested in or an area that you're interested in learning more about? Then I will try, from my deep knowledge of the program, to find some sessions that would apply to you. So if you can write that in the questions, that'll come up as we go. So let me just screen share and show you the conference program.
I guess I can also get us sort of started off. I guess I would like to know what conference would be best for me, what session would be best for me if I'm trying to learn a little bit more about reaching out to high school students and energy education. What do you what session would you recommend?
Okay, so let us go to, can everyone, I guess not everyone can answer me, but can you see my screen, Jonathan?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go to all the energy sessions, and we'll take a quick look at those because this is about Let's Talk Energy. So right now we have 7 sessions that have a focus on energy, and this is the selection.
Wow. Okay.
If you're interested in sort of high school, sessions have also been tagged with a grade level that where the content most applies to. So we have Energy for Me coming. They're an organization that has a ton of energy-related resources. So that would be an interesting session for you, Jonathan, interested in activities for the classroom specific to energy and high school. A really great resource from Green Learning. Well, actually, the Climate Change Where You Live session is no longer happening. But we have controversial issues in the classroom should be an interesting one. It's going to be focused on fracking and how to perhaps bring that idea of controversial issues into the classroom, which would apply really well to the energy sector as well as high school. So those are some ideas.
Wow, that's pretty neat how you can actually search sort of. So do you recommend people search and figure out what sessions they want to attend ahead of time? Is there or do you have a little bit of time once you're there to figure out, ask some questions, figure out what's really best for you?
Yeah, it's totally up to you. You can, using the schedule program that we have, you can set up your own schedule, and you can have access to it on your phone or iPad, so you can kind of click the ones you want to go to if you're a planner ahead of time. But I know a lot of people that come to conferences don't always do that. They just go up and see what happens. So, up to you.
Okay.
And here's a couple of climate change sessions that are on the list. A really interesting one from Nick Stanger. He's a researcher, and so he's talking about environmental refugees, resiliency, and sense of place. Just that whole idea that climate change is creating this new thing called probably not new, but environmental refugees, and how that might affect our work, which is pretty interesting.
Okay, neat. I guess so. There was a question that just popped up. If you click the Q&A, you'll be able to see. So the question was, I'm a student. Can I attend the conference? That's actually a very good question. It hadn't occurred to me that this might have a lot to deal with students. Education. What do you recommend?
So if you're a university student, we have a lot of university students coming. We actually have a really great rate for university students. It's $200 for the whole conference, which is a really, really good deal. Yeah. So if you're a high school student, contact us and we can talk more about what that means. But if you're a university student, you're legal age and come on out. I think it's a really great opportunity to connect with this field if you're just getting into it and just learning about it. Yeah. We've built in lots of time in the conference to chat. So our lunch isn't jam-packed full of presentations. There's 45 minutes to an hour to sit with your people at your table and chat about what everyone does. So I find these things a really great opportunity for students to connect with people in the field of environmental and energy education at all different levels. So it's a great opportunity if you can make it.
Okay. We've got another question here from Louise Avery. She'd like to know, are there any government representatives attending the conference or any sessions on national energy policy?
That's a good question. We don't have anything specific on the national energy policy right now. There are representatives. There are people from the government coming from. I know there's definitely a contingent from the Alberta side. I have to take a look at who else is coming, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's more coming from other governments across the province. So there will be that there, but we don't have anything specific on the national energy policy. Okay. But I will put an offer out there. If there is a bunch of people there that are really interested in energy and want to get together and have an informal community of practice or a discussion, let us know and we can try and build that into the program somewhere, either on the Thursday evening or the Friday evening is sort of wide open for dinner, and we're also having a pub night, so you're kind of on your own at those times. So there are some times where you can get together with other people specific to a topic that you're interested in and go for dinner, or we can also try and provide you with a room if you want a more sort of formal networking session around an energy topic. So. Okay, neat. All right. So actually, I'm just going to suggest maybe that you stop the screen share just for the answering portion. But Louise wanted to know also if there's any conference contact with the oil and gas sector. So attending the conference?
I guess so.
Yeah, we don't get a lot of people who are actually working in the sector. We have the sponsorship of the conference is with Terravita, and they're a provider to the oil and gas industry. So they'll be presenting. We have a keynote from Suzanne West from that oil and gas company, but we don't get a lot of sort of people working in the for-profit field of oil and gas attending.
But
we would love to have them there, but I think they have trouble finding the direct connection with environmental education.
Right.
So there'll be some people there, but it won't be a huge contingent.
Okay. Okay. All right. Neat. So I guess I had one more question, but I forgot what. Registration. Registration is still open. You can still register.
Yeah, so still wide open.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have any questions about it, it's all on our website.
It's all on your website. Okay.
Yeah, acee.org is the best place to learn about the sessions and registration. If you have any questions, we have a conference email that you can direct your questions to. And if, say, hotel is an issue for you, if it costs are a bit too high, we will be offering people to share rooms and things, because I know that's sometimes a challenge for the nonprofit sector or for students. So there are some other options if say the room price is too high.
Right. Right. Okay. Oh well, that's very interesting. Hey, you guys are gonna set that up too? That's your.
Yeah, it's more of an informal thing, but if that is a barrier, we can work that out.
Right on. Right on.
And we're also set up on carpool.ca if you want to carpool to the conference.
It's a bit of a commute for me, but so I'll probably be flying. But no, that's really neat. What I will mention actually is that we will put the link to your website and maybe even the link directly to the registration page under because this goes straight to our YouTube page. So we'll put it right underneath the video after this, so that people who tune in later to check out the video have access to the link, or if you forget where the link is, you'll be able to find it there, and you'll be able to check it out and pre-register for. Can you pre-register for sessions? I'm just wondering, if I look at sessions now and I see something that's really interesting and I don't register for it, what are the odds that sort of I'll later down the road I'll be like, oh no, the session's full and I missed my chance?
There's just one or two sessions that have limited capacity. The other ones, you just show up and get there early if you really want to go to it. Okay. So there's only one or two that have some. So when you read the description, it'll have a pre-registration link. So it's only a couple of sessions that do have that. The Project Wet, I believe, has a pre-registration.
Yeah.
And there's another 3-hour one that has a pre-registration attached to it.
Okay. Oh, well, that's perfect. So I can really take my time and sort of figure out what works best for me.
No rush. People usually don't decide ahead of time what sessions they're going to.
No?
That's my experience anyway.
Yeah, I could believe I'll be one of those people, not deciding at the last minute where I'm going. Now I'm going to take
Jonathan and Jason will both be presenting at the conference, so they'll be there.
Yeah, no, that's true. He told me he's really excited. He was bummed out he couldn't make it today. Louise says, thanks a lot for presenting today, and thank you to the organizers of the Earth Matters Conference. She says, great work. So that's really neat. If there are any other questions at this time, we'll invite some questions. I guess before the questions come in, Christina, if you have any last words, anything you'd like people to know. I guess my last question is, what do you hope that people are going to take away from this conference? If there was one thing that sort of you hope we people say, this was great because I learned such and such.
Well, we've tried to create a diversity of sessions, and I think the sessions that I think are the most valuable are the ones where you actually come away with a tool or an idea that you can implement on Monday morning, and that's what we've asked presenters to do, is really focus on a real solid takeaway. So especially, say, for teachers, an activity they can do on Monday morning ready type stuff. So that's one thing I hope from the conference. And the second one is the opportunity just to push your boundaries and learn from a group of people that you might not normally connect with. So that opportunity to network and connect.
Yeah, there'll be some opportunities to network.
Yes, the pub night on Friday is going to be super fun. So we're at a local pub, and there's a group of environmental educators, as you might know. They're sometimes the guitar strumming type. So they'll be doing some songs and maybe some sing-alongs as well. So it'll be a great night, and it's a really great opportunity to network in an informal way, as well as Thursday night is a great opportunity for that as well.
Perfect. All right. Well, at this time, if there are no more questions, I'd like to say thanks a lot, Christina. This was super informative. I myself am very excited about the conference, and obviously some other people are as well. So it's going to be a really, really good time. This video is going to go up onto our YouTube page. So basically anyone can rewatch what we did here today, because some people are obviously still on vacation, just like Jason. And if they have any questions, I'm assuming we can get in touch. We can email through the website. There's like a contact email.
Yeah, there is.
Perfect. Perfect. Well, yeah. So if there are no more questions, thank you so much, Christina. And if do you have any questions or anything else to say?
No, thank you for the time, and I hope to see some of you at the conference.
Well, I will definitely be seeing you there. Thanks a lot, Christina.
Thanks.
All right. Bye, guys.